All right, all right, all right. I'm back. I'm back. Right. Ain't done a Canes roundtable in a minute. Gonna do one next Saturday, but I'm probably going to record another video. Now, obviously, again, this is not live. I wanted to do something real quick before I headed to work. Right. So probably earlier this week, I kind of took well, not I'm not saying I took a hiatus from Twitter, but I was with the youngster. Right. So we are doing what we do. Teaching her how to crawl, all that stuff like that. So I log on to Twitter, and the first tweet that I see is Randy Shannon never got another head coaching job. Al Golden has not never gotten another head coaching job, and Manny Diaz is at Duke. And so I stopped and I said, why are Mario fans still talking about Randy, Al, and Manny? Why are y'all still talking about them? Why? What is the reason for talking about two head coaches who were this was their first head coaching job? Another head coach who this at that time was his first and only at this time P4 head coaching job. I don't know, man. I gotta get another stand. But bear with me. So why y'all still talking about that? Why y'all comparing a man on his third head coaching job, second power four coaching job? Why y'all still doing it? But it's a question that I need answered. I need a question answered. I promise I need an answer. When Randy Shannon was hired, he was hired to clean up the program. That's what they said. Look, Randy, we're hiring you. We need you to clean up the program. We don't care that there's a picture of the president accepting a check, which we think is a check in a bowling alley from a rogue booster who went to jail. We don't care about all of that. We need you to clean the program up, and we need you to keep players away from said individual, right? So this is the question I need answered because it was said, well, Randy burned bridges. Okay, Randy burned bridges. So this is my question. Did he just burn those bridges when he became a head coach? Or those bridges burned when he was a defensive coordinator? And if those bridges were those bridges still burnt? And did he not try to repair the burned bridges when he went and coached at all these other Florida schools? Because if the answer to that question is the bridges only were burnt while he was a head coach at Miami, then the answer is simple. The administration probably told him, we don't want you recruiting young men from these particular schools. Simple. Because you were hired to clean up the program. Now, again, someone has to say, oh no, Randy burned those bridges as a defensive coordinator. It continued on through in his head coaching tenure, and he still can't go to those schools to this day. Then I look at it differently. But if he was told, and we can, and if individual can say, oh no, it was just when he was a head coach, then y'all are blaming Randy for something that individuals who hired him, who didn't even fully pay him, told him to do. Right? But I'm not here to talk about it. It was just a question that's always been on my mind anytime someone, oh, Randy burned bridges, all this. And it really brought it back up because someone was showing what do you call it? They were re-showing the Ohio State Miami game from 2010 when we went up to the Horseshoe where Ja'Cory Harris threw 4 interceptions and Ohio State won the game. I still remember watching that game. And for individuals that say talent was overhyped, we threw 4 interceptions. That game should have been a hell of a lot worse than what it was. I'll just say that. Moving on to what I want to talk about. So, I see some individuals, they're talking about, well, now the national media is saying, oh, is Miami back? None of the fans are saying this. And so I stopped and I said, well, what does it mean for Miami to be back? I think that means for us to win games and compete for national championships, right? Okay, so cool. So now we got that out the way. So shout out to Coach Hayes again. I always got to shout out my dog Hayes because Coach Hayes got me out of the mindset of thinking we're going to go 8-4 this year to thinking we're going to go 11-1 because he broke down that every single excuse individuals put forth as to why the University of Miami is underachieving, those excuses do not apply anymore. So my mind, okay, if those excuses don't apply anymore, then that means these excuses are the reasons that Miami was never back. Right? These are the reasons Miami didn't come back. Now, obviously, there would probably be some rival fan bases that watch this and poke fun. Hey, it is what it is. I'm not one of them. All right. I'm doing like them. I'm gonna walk on this side of the street, then I'm gonna come over here on the other side of the street. I'm gonna see how that does, right? I'm trying to cross over. Trying to cross over. But anyway, so the whole mantra from a certain segment of the fan base was that TVD is the reason that we lost games last year. And we'll just say he was the reason we lost up to 4 games. Obviously, Georgia Tech, NC State, Florida State, North Carolina. So there goes 4 games. We ended the season 7-5. So you imagine we win 4 games. What does that put us at? That puts us at 11-1. Don't know who the one loss is against, right? But it puts us at 11-1. But in reality, yeah, because the Louisville game, let's just say the Louisville game, because that wasn't TVD's fault. He played really well and the defense kind of let up. So that's 11-1. So more or less, we probably go to the ACC championship game, play maybe Florida State or maybe a rematch with Louisville. Because in order for us to go 11-1 and our loss being against Louisville would mean that we beat Florida State. So some type of tiebreaker or something. So let's just say we go to ACC championship game, rematch Louisville or Florida State. Let's say we beat them again. So what does that mean for Miami? Irregardless of how individuals will say how Florida State was, and we all know Florida State, y'all didn't get in because our starting quarterback got hurt. Let's just keep it a book, right? And y'all didn't look good offensively. Defensively, y'all look pretty good, but offensively, y'all didn't look that good. So let's just say Miami, we got everything. So Miami hypothetically is playing for the playoffs, competing for a national championship, which would mean what? Miami is back. Right? Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm sure some people are going to feel away, but that would mean Miami is back, right? So, what did head coach Mario Cristobal do, a.k.a. we got Penei Sewell paid? What did he do? He went out there and addressed the issue. We did not get only one transfer portal quarterback. We got the best transfer portal quarterback, and then we went and got another transfer portal quarterback. On top of that, told TVD, go to Wisconsin, play and choose, right? So, Mario fans, y'all are not going to continue to share, requote, reshare articles talking about how well we did in the portal, how well we're doing in recruiting, how Mario Cristobal is doing things that no other head coach has done in Miami since Butch Davis. Y'all are not going to sit up here and put all this in my face, no Diddy, and then start trying to backpedal a little bit and say, oh, well, no, we're not back. That's the media saying that. Which media? You big up one media, right? You big up one side of the media. And then when the other side of the media says, well, we're interpreting this as if you're saying that you're going to have a really good team this year, which everyone believes we are. We have a really good team this year. And we should be in the playoffs, not just as the 12th seed, but we're talking top 4, top 5, which would put us in even back in the 14 playoff. Doesn't that mean Miami's back? That's what that means. Because I see some people saying, oh, well, no, we're trying to be sensible. You can't say you're being sensible and then on the other hand say, well, you got no excuses this year. No excuses this year to do what? Exactly. For Miami to be back, correct? Let me know if I'm wrong. If you say he has no excuses, and these are some Mario fans that are saying this, if you're saying he has no excuses this year, doesn't that mean you have no excuses for Miami to be back? Or are you saying he has no excuses for us not to take a knee, which the knee to me is blown out of perspective because fans here and even obviously the fan bases that troll us or whatever, fine, whatever. You're taking eyes off of the fact that wasn't a fumble. I don't like taking up for Coach Cristobal because you 12 and 13. But at the end of the day, at some point, the line has to be drawn in the sand. That's not your fault. That wasn't a fumble. Then defensively, that's not your fault that we busted not one, but two coverages. Now, to get back on you, I don't like the fact that you talk about we coach two hands. Well, don't you coach? Well, you should have also said we coach to play deepest the deepest. You should have said that too. I don't recall you saying it. You should have said that too. But again, listen, Mario. I'm trying to shoot you a little bill here. You know what I'm saying? You got Penei Sewell paid, right? Remember when that was? You got Penei Sewell paid. So shout out to my dog Reason because Reason say I don't shout him out. I shout you out, dog. You my guy. Me and you go back to inside the U days, right? Message boards. You my dog, right? Gotta shout you out. Shout out Cuban. Shout out South Coast. Shout out all these individuals, right? So when you say he has no excuses, someone answer that question. When you say he has no excuses to what? For Miami to be back? Because that's the way I'm interpreting it. But individuals are saying, "Oh well, this is what the media says. See, we don't like this. No Miami fan is saying this." What do you mean you're not saying it? You are saying it. You're just saying it in a different way. You're not. Instead of saying, "Oh, Miami's back," you will say, "Oh, we have no excuses." You will say things like, "Oh, we were a quarterback away." A quarterback away from what? Miami being back. So you will start the sentence and then you won't finish it. It's kind of like a couple weeks ago, and I may have said this on a video, when a guy I saw on Twitter tried to halfway say a phrase, right? Which in the phrase is you got three choices. Well, you got three options, but you only got two choices. You can either have something fast, good, or cheap. You can't have all three. So if you want something fast and good, it's not gonna be cheap, right? Or if you want something, cheap and fast, it's not gonna be good. And we already drew the conclusion that the University of Miami is in the mindset of no, we want something fast, we want it good, and we know it's not going to be cheap, which is why we've opened the checkbook. So, again, why are y'all trying to backpedal? Why are y'all trying to backpedal? Yes, y'all are saying Miami is back. How do I know y'all are saying it? Because I'm looking at what y'all are sharing and we quoting. Y'all are resharing. Miami won the transfer portal. We won the transfer portal. We were a quarterback away. We went and got the best quarterback. Remember when y'all said Mario out recruited the NFL for a player? That's what y'all said. Now, I'm not making fun of y'all because it's kind of catchy, right? That's a stat. You know what I'm saying? It's a stat. But why y'all why y'all are trying to blame the media for publishing something that y'all are saying? But it's kind of like going back to the whole Deion Sanders situation about the tweet when he like Lord Jesus, and then he like, well, that's not what I meant, and that's exactly what y'all are saying when y'all say, well, we did say we were a quarterback away, but we didn't mean we were a quarterback away from being back. What? Okay. I got you. Shout out to QB. Shout out to my dog QB because anytime I forget about it, my dog QB is right there to bring up. Y'all said we were a quarterback away. A quarterback away from what exactly? Y'all said Cam Ward is good enough to win the games that we lost last year, which would put us in the playoffs, which would mean we're competing for a national championship, which means that we're winning, which means that Miami's back. Or are you saying that Miami has to be back? When Miami's back, that means we have to win a national championship. But guess what? Got to be in a national championship hunt. You know what I'm saying? To win it. So if that's what you want to call it, and say that no, Miami's back when we win a national championship, then fine. But that's not what y'all are saying. It's not what y'all are saying. It's not what y'all are saying. So um I'm confused at the backpedaling right now. You hype up one side of the media, and then when the other side of the media says, okay, this is what y'all are saying. No, that's not what we're saying. Right? But I forgot though. I forgot. The media there. Oh, that was different. Oh, okay. Okay. But you know what it sound like to me though, right? Look, what does that say? Bald-headed lies. Sound like a bunch of bald-headed lies to me. But I mean, I mean, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, bro, this is funny though. But like I said, I'm not gonna take up too much of your time, right? Like I said, this is not a live video. This is just a pre-recorded video. Like I said, we'll be back live probably next Saturday, right? I think because I'll be off next weekend. Then again, I might do something in the middle of the week because I'm off a couple of days during the week. So I don't really know, but I know I'll do another video. But those are the two questions that I need answered. Did Randy only burn the bridges while he was the head coach, or were those bridges burnt prior to him being the head coach, and were they still burned after he got fired from Miami? And what does it mean for Miami to be back? Because if you're saying that if we have to win a national championship to be back, then you're basically telling me that we could go out here and win every game and lose the national championship game and say that we're not back. And that's I don't buy it. Right? I don't, because um, Miami's too good. Right? Miami's too good. There was a lot of great Miami teams during our run that did not win a national championship, but no one's gonna say that Miami had taken a step back. Miami still wasn't one of the best teams in college football. So no, that's not what it is. So I just need that answer, man. What does it mean to be back? And if you're telling me, and if you're gonna say the answer is, oh, we have to win a national championship to be back, then I have to ask the question. So what if you win one national championship and then you turn around and you go 8-4 for the next 5 years? I would think that being back means that you're competing for a national championship every year, and you may win one, right, or win one or two, right? And y'all said that we were a quarterback away, right? That's what y'all said. And again, shout out to Coach Hayes, because y'all said these were the reasons that we're not back. These are the excuses as why. And now those excuses are gone. And now y'all don't want to say that we're back. But again, I know what it is. Gotcha. But anyway, man, like, share, comment, subscribe, tell a friend that Mario Cristobal and Coach Alex Mirabel got Penei Sewell paid. And as always, it's always about the Ducks. I'm joking. It's all about the U, baby. Peace. I'm out.